Hey guys, Shadowz here, welcome back to another Gears 5 video. Today we are going to be discussing Locust and Lambent enemies in Horde mode, including why I think TC should add the Locust to PVE in Gears 5. Horde mode was originally introduced into the Gears of War franchise with the release of Gears of War 2 back in 2008, starting off as a simple new co-op experience that saw players take on the challenge of facing off against the Locust Horde in waves after waves of constant enemies. With Microsoft purchasing the Gears of War IP in January 2014 and the Coalition Studio taking reins over the franchise, the new developers had to figure out a way to expand upon the story past the original trilogy, providing an all-new authentic Gears of War story experience that paid tribute to the past and all of the events that happened before it, just by looking forward ahead as the story of Gears of War is turned into an ongoing saga and growing universe. Gears of War 4 introduced a 25-year time jump that saw the landscape and the environments change dramatically for the inhabitants of Sarah, as both the new COD created the robotic DBs and the old Locust burial sites became active again, introducing the newly evolved swarm creatures that would serve as the brand new mainline enemy. While the design and narrative choices made by TC to the new enemies in Gears 4 and 5 fundamentally succeeded in driving the story of Gears forward, I do feel like it had a huge negative impact on Horde mode and just in general the PvE experience that Gears has to offer, as ever since the beginning of the Gears of War franchise, it was always the Locust and then the Lambent creatures that truly made this series for a lot of people out there, with badass bosses such as the General Ram and Cater Scourge, to the giant monsters like Reavers, Lambent Berserkers, and of course Brumax. The creatures of both the Locust Horde and the Lambent Infestation are such an iconic integrated part of the Gears franchise, bursting with personality and character, grittiness and variety. They are definitely a huge missing part in making Gears 5 right now the best possible Gears of War experience it can be. Recently, Horde mode in Gears 5's PvE, for the first time ever in the history of the franchise, did see the addition of the brand new enemy, the Wakatu, as it was featured in the Highbuster campaign at DLC, introduces a new enemy boss to fight against alongside your friends in co-op. Back in September 2019, for the launch of Gears 5, which right now just sounds like such a crazy long time ago, there was the Terminator Horde Special Event game mode that did replace all of these swarm enemies with T-800 Terminators, even remodeling the Scions as the giant murdering cyborgs, attempting to bring a Judgment Day once again to the world of Sarah. If the Locust and Lambent enemies were to ever be introduced into Gears 5's Horde mode, it could actually work exactly like the limited time Terminator Horde event, remodeling and featuring just a few of the Locust creatures that were based upon the few of the classes that actually appeared in the Gears of War 4 prologue. The Locust AI that featured in the flashback based prologue that offered a small taste of gameplay in the Pendulum Wars Emergence Day to Victory Day does include the following: Wretches, Locust Drones, Locust Grenadiers, Boomers, Reavers, Brumax, and a Giant Corpser. With the release of a Locust Horde mode special event game mode, it would just give the Gears community an opportunity to try and test run and provide the developers with invaluable feedback that the development time and the cost for recreating the AI behind the Locust and Lambent creatures would just be so worth it on so many different levels, even if it was something to maybe consider being a major part of just new game modes and experiences in a future Gears of War 6. Overall, the entire character roster that makes up all of the enemies in both the Locust Horde and the Lambent Infestation that could maybe return in Gears 5 and have a massive potential impact on just player replayability for the rest of the game's lifespan does include Locust Drone, Locust Mortar, Locust Sniper, Locust Flame Drone, Locust Bolter, Locust Cyclops, Locust Grenadier, Locust Ferrant Guard, Locust Flame Guard, Locust Boomer, Locust Thumper, Locust Butcher, Locust Mauler, Locust Flame Boomer, Locust Grinder, Locust Mechanic Boomer, Locust Cantus, Locust Armored Cantus, Nemeslug, Locust Ticker, Locust Wretch, Locust Shrieker, Locust Bloodmount, Locust Baby Corpser, Locust Corpser, Locust Serapede, Locust Berserker, Locust Reaver, Locust Brumac, General Ram, Savage Boomer, Savage Butcher, Savage Drone, Savage Grenadier, Savage Farangard, Lambent Drone, Lambent Drudge, Lambent Former, Lambent Wretch, Lambent Gunker, Lambent Polyp, and lastly the Lambent Berserker. Please make sure to leave me a comment down below telling me what you think. Would you guys like to see TC add the Locust and Lambent enemies into Horde mode? And if there could be any new bosses, what would they be? So there you have it guys, full details on the Locust and Lambent enemies in Horde mode and why TC should add them to PvE in Gears 5. Leave a like on the video if you guys enjoyed it, subscribe if you aren't already. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, I shall see you in the next one.